For mounted units such as Cavaliers and Pegasus Knights, press L+B to mount and dismount.
My heart beats for Lady Edelgard.
Okay, let's get started on the stuff. Okay.
I will gladly handle this.
Monica, you're gonna capture this fort.
Orders received. Begin.
Petra. Actually, no, Petra, don't go there.
Here
Edelgard.
No mistakes.
I guess you capture this one.
Up against.
Starting the mission.
Not really sure who Yuritsa should go for.
Begin.
Okay, here, Petra, deal with
The
that
Sky
guy.
Spirit watches over me.
And I, with Yuritsa, am gonna go over and deal with that fortress
Do you want me
of
to lay an
mages.
ambush?
The Imperial Army is fighting the Alliance. Wipe out the enemy before reinforcements arrive. Certainly. Okay.
You must be more careful. There's nothing we can do for you once you're dead.
If playing in Classic mode, units whose HP is reduced to 0 from Chapter 4 onward are lost forever. Units who are lost will not be available for deployment or support conversations.
Let us bring this stronghold down efficiently.
Don't worry, we'll be fine. No one's gonna die today. Okay, come on, get them. Ah, I wanted to finish him. Alright, fighter. I guess I'm probably weak against fighters, aren't I? Technically. Okay. Monica sees the shot. Okay. Alright, Monica. Wonderful job. I now need you to go do something about this guy.
Order 2 next.
Oh, okay. I'm doing pretty well so far. Alright, great work, Yuritsa. Okay, I'm actually gonna swap here. Oh, good job, Edelgard.
Such setbacks. Watch this.
I'm swapping to Monica.
How does that please you?
Okay.
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
I have finished with great success.
Alright. A Myrmidon has appeared. Okay. Edelgard.
Here I go. No mistakes. They must learn who
Destroy
they're up
that.
against.
Petra. Yeah, go deal
The
with
Sky
him.
Spirit watches over me.
And Yuritsa, you're fighting that guy.
Begin our advance.
Okay. Go on, soldier. You are going to fall.
Punishment. Sorry to trouble you, but I could use a hand.
You'll be fine, monk. Someone needs to protect the monk. Okay. Yuritsa,
Starting the mission.
protect the
Providing
monk.
support.
Okay, good job, Monica. Alright, you gotta go get that Myrmidon. Edelgard, are you doing anything right now? Okay, you are.
I
Good.
do hope you'll make this fun for me.
Ooh. Took a bit of a hit there.
Any hardship, including this one. All would be lost if I were to die here.
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough.
Okay, good job, Monica.
It tastes more bitter than black as coffee.
Alright, Monica, you're doing great.
Whoa, would you look at that?
Okay. Here's what I want to do now. I'm actually going to have Monica, you're just gonna hang out with Edelgard now. That way, we got like doubled up people, and I'm gonna just switch to being Petra. Alright, nicely done, Petra.
It is a vital strategy.
All done. What is the next order?
We must take care of this.
Knowing when to retreat is
Captain.
a vital strategy.
Success was to be expected.
Very nice, Petra. And now for the archer. Man, Petra's doing great. She's tearing through these guys. Petra is one of the best units, I've decided. And this archer does not stand a chance.
This grows troublesome.
Alright, nicely done,
War
Petra.
feeds my body and mind.
Their win.
Main mission success.
We're not losing to anyone.
Okay.
Here I go.
Edelgard,
No mistakes. They must learn who they're up
Help.
against.
Petra. Where's the Petra? There you
Begin.
are. Okay. Come over here.
The sky
Get
sphere
started on the
watches
forts.
over me.
Okay. We'll get there.
I fear nothing.
Spirit is adamant.
Nice work, Yuritsa.
Let's fight as one.
Oh, we recruited the Myrmidon. Oh, hey, Captain.
The enemy's stronghold will be ours.
Alright. Everybody. Or, here.
Starting
Yuritsa?
the mission.
Be careful. Protect
Providing support.
Petra.
I'll take
I will
over.
be Edelgard. Let's go. Nice. Charge through them with the shield. Good job, Edelgard. Okay, how's health looking? Monica's a bit low. Actually, a lot of people are a bit low. Petra, we got you. We're here. Ooh, nice crest action.
Unfurl the flag.
There we go. Well done, everyone. Good work,
All
crew.
victories stem from love.
Alright. Good job, team. We did it. S ranks! Get me that mace. Thank you. Not sure he's gonna use it, but I'm happy to have it.
Inconsequential.
Good work, Yuritsa. Okay.
Child's play.
Nice. Oh, no one even... I always forget that the combat arts exist. Probably should use those more.
This is part of me now.
Okay. Some nice cash. I appreciate it. Ten strategy resources. Capture regions on the war map to acquire strategy resources. Strategy resources are required for using strategies during the main quest of each chapter. Any leftover strategy resources will not carry over into the next chapter. Okay.
The Imperial army has invaded Burgundy, and will reach Garreg Mach within the month. With no way to stop their advance, we must ready ourselves for a siege.
We sent the bulk of the knights away last month, after the Western Church occupied one of our sacred sites. The forces that remain are thin at best. How are we to hold the monastery with such short-handed numbers?
It is possible the Empire orchestrated that entire incident to bleed off our strength. Look at how thoroughly information about it was buried, and how quickly the Empire invaded after declaring war. It all feels carefully calculated.
Indeed.
I would not put it past them. If they bring war to our doorstep, they will want us on the worst footing possible. If the tides turn against us, we may have to abandon Garreg Mach.
Never!
Edelgard is already using the Southern Church to erode our legitimacy. And now she has the gall to try and remove us by force? There can be no mercy for tyrants.
And that's just like your opinion, man.
So help me, I would like to put her entire army to the sword myself.
Is it truly too late to prevent bloodshed, Lady Rhea? Edelgard must have her reasons for doing this.
If so, they elude me. The woman seems to consider our church's very existence an abomination. Yet she has gone to the trouble of reviving the Southern Church, which implies she does not mean to destroy the faith outright.
Indeed.
Perhaps Garreg Mach is the true prize she seeks. Or worse, this entire invasion could merely be a precursor to conquering all of Fodlan.
Her purpose matters not. Our charge is to defend the monastery at all costs. I took an oath. I swore I would never again suffer the boots of thieves to sully this land.
Rhea.
It is a low form of comedy we find ourselves engaged in this day. To think the descendants of their empire will be the first to invade Garreg Mach.
All the more reason to prevent it. I care not if we shared blood countless generations ago. I will not permit anyone to defile Mother's resting place.
Curious. Surveying spots. Complete a side quest to unlock surveying spots in that region. Survey them to receive all kinds of rewards. Types of surveying spots and rewards. Simply visiting the spot grants the reward. You must pay to receive the reward. Your choices determine the reward. Conditions must be met in order to survey the spots. So I can get money. It's here. As the stronghold, a secret room buried under the battlefield. A stronghold that was captured in a previous battle. You found some hidden treasure within a crumbled wall. Nice. House. A civilian house that managed to escape the battle unscathed. A civilian who was unharmed wants to thank you somehow.
Okay.
I owe you my life. Take this as a token of my gratitude. A floor adornment. Alright. Another house, an abandoned house whose occupants cannot be located. It seems the residents fled somewhere. They left some useful items behind. Crude building material. You've earned rewards for surveying the regions you've captured. Return to camp to claim them. Okay, so we can return to camp, like, after a given battle.
Do you have a moment?
May I have a word, Shez? Monica, hey, how you doing? You did great in that last battle. Truth be told, we don't have enough hands to help with the army's less urgent tasks.
Would you do something for me?
We're asking around for volunteers, but I would greatly appreciate it if you pitched in as well. Go and visit the chore master when you want to volunteer. The chore master? I thought my position was above such things. Okay, I'll do it, but only because I'm a nice guy, alright? And good thing Monica did not die in that previous battle, otherwise we'd not have a chore master. Hello. I'm looking for volunteers to help around the camp. We all need to chip in to make life here as pleasant as possible. You can volunteer around camp alongside 2 allies to raise support points and morale. There are many different volunteer tasks, and your allies have their own strengths and weaknesses regarding them. Choose a volunteer task that your allies are ideal for, and you'll likely receive a higher rank in turn, and in turn more support points. Of the activities, volunteering allows allies beside yourself to gain the most support points with one another. You'll receive renown as a reward and gifts items if you achieve the highest rank.
Care to make yourself useful?
Well, I mean, well, we'll manage the pantry. And, Monica, my friend. Yeah. You got me into this mess. So, you're gonna help me get out of this. And we'll bring Bernadetta along, too.
Counting on you both.
I'll do the best I can. And you need me for this? Are you sure?
Get some confidence, Bernadetta. We did nice. Bonds among the 3 of you grew slightly stronger. Monica and Bernadetta's support points increased slightly. You obtained 1 renown. Interactions and gifts can boost an ally's morale. The more full the morale gauge, the more damage they will deal to enemies. If units' HP reaches 0 during battle, their morale will go down 1 tier. Progressing to the next chapter will reset morale to its initial state? What? I thought if a unit's HP reached 0, they were dead. Commenters, you're gonna have to clear this up for me. That seems like contradictory information. So, please, tell me what I'm missing here. Renown and volunteering. When you volunteer, you'll receive renown based on your results. Renown can be exchanged in your personal quarters for all sorts of items.
Yay!
I see you finished everything. Thanks so much. I bet you're tired after all that work. Why not take a break at the mess hall?
Oh.
In that case, allow me to accompany you. I'm feeling rather peckish myself. You have been a mercenary for quite some time, correct? Do you have any particular preferences when it comes to army meals? I usually make my own food. Well, I usually make my own food, so...
What?
How fascinating! I absolutely must try one of your culinary creations. Worry not, the army has ingredients you can use. Ooh, some herrings. Thanks. And turnips! Alright, Ferdinand, I'll cook you a meal. Hey, kitchen master, I've got a meal to cook. We provide food for everyone in the army here. Feel free to bring in ingredients and make your own meals. In the mess hall, you can cook for your allies and eat with them. You can increase the dishes available through the facility effects and by acquiring recipes. Each dish comes with a unique meal effects. Meal effects apply to all allies, stay in effect until the end of the current chapter, and stack with other meal effects. You can select 2 meal companions. Their morale and support points will increase. Your allies have their own preferences when it comes to food. Serving them a favorite dish will increase their support points gained. Dishes are also given a cooking ranking based on how well they are prepared. The higher the rank, the more support points you will receive.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Okay, we'll have a grilled herring. And yeah, Ferdinand, certainly, and Petra. Come along. This will be delicious. And you guys could pitch in if you wanted, instead of just awkwardly standing there.
Solid, solid.
Are you sure? It kind of looked more like you're preparing a stew or a soup there. It's more liquid, if anything.
No. Did you really? Oh, you did. This is my absolute favorite. Thank you.
This surprise pleases me. How did you know I would have enjoyment of this?
I just know you guys too well. Alright. Spending time with your allies consumes activity points. Activity points are automatically refilled to the max at the start of a new chapter. You may also gain activity points by capturing regions and surveying spots on the war map. Okay.
Impressive.
I'm astounded you cooked this extraordinary meal with those ingredients, and using such humble tools. It would be a lovely gesture if you cooked for the others as well. Exchanging gifts with trusted friends is quite wonderful, would you not agree?
By the way,
If I recall, you acquired some trinkets on the battlefield. Perhaps you could give them to someone as a gift. That's true. Maybe I should give something to Edelgard. You can give gifts to allies in camp to raise support points and morale. Allies have preferences when it comes to gifts. Giving them a gift they like will naturally grant more support points. Gifts are mainly purchased from the item shop. Earning support points to strengthen bonds between allies will trigger support conversations. Viewing support conversations will raise the support level of the units involved. You can view support conversations by selecting the appropriate command after talking to an ally, or by selecting support info from the pause menu. Okay. Sure, we'll give Edelgard a gift. I'm not quite sure what I have on my person to give her at the moment, but I mean, she's been doing a fabulous job leading our humble troop to victory here against the church, so why not? You look real rundown. Are you alright, buddy? Hey, he's running into walls even. Sheesh. I just realized people are like walking around here. If memory serves, they didn't do that in Three Houses. Okay.
Hello.
Edelgard, hello. Hello, Shez. Can I help you? I want to give you a gift, Edelgard. You've been doing so much for us. Have a floral adornment. Flowers cut short so they can be worn decoratively, appreciated by most ladies and those who like gardening. Oh, you got the likes and just... Oh, is that part of what helps you? There we go.
I appreciate this.
You don't currently have any gifts that you can give. Oh, support conversations? Are we to support level? Sweet. Let's see it. The best part of the game.
No, I don't believe I ever asked your feelings about this war. On the surface, it must seem as though we took Fodlan's fragile piece in our hand and shattered it into 1,000 pieces.
One could make that argument, certainly.
What, is it deep conversation time now? Where'd that come from?
It's merely that we've never discussed the matter, and you are in a fairly unique position amidst this all. I thought you might be able to provide some perspective on how an outsider views the actions Adrestia has taken.
Do I praise the Empire? Do I criticize the Empire? Or do I try to stay neutral? I mean, from a purely pragmatic perspective, I am literally a general for the Empire in this war effort. So, you know, maybe it's not the best idea to criticize it too harshly for the war that I'm, you know, helping them wage. Or stay neutral. That being said, praising the Empire, I'm not quite sure I'm on board with that yet. I mean, me as a personal, yeah, I am hashtag Edelgard did nothing wrong with regards to Three Houses. But, in universe here, I'm not actually and she did have her justifications. I think I do not want to just be a yes man for Edelgard. I want to challenge her intellectually, thereby giving her the opportunity to strengthen her own arguments and convictions, and, you know, make them better. So we will criticize here.
Honestly,
I think the whole thing's one big ugly mess. I mean, look at how many innocent lives it's costing us. Still, I know this wasn't just some spur-of-the-moment decision. You gave it a lot of thought, and this was the best path you could find forward.
Very balanced there, Shez. Very
so,
nice.
Who really cares what little old me has to say?
I suppose that's one way of looking at it.
It's like you said, I'm in a unique position here.
Meaning you would have answered differently were you not a mercenary.
Yeah. If I was a farmer, for example, I'd be hounding you day and night to end the war. Sure, you say you're gonna bring this bright and beautiful future, but am I really gonna suffer for years, maybe even decades, waiting for it? The stuff you're doing now, enlisting my farmhands, trampling my fields, destroying my crops, just doesn't make it worth the wait. But you know the toll it's taking on your people, yet you choose to press on with the war anyway. So you've gotta have a good reason, right?
Yes, of course. You certainly don't mince words.
Well, like I said, you don't need to have a bunch of yes-men surrounded. You gotta have people that'll push back to, challenge you.
Is it the years of mercenary work that made you this way, or have you always been like this?
Honestly, I think Shez, this is just how Shez
I'm
is.
sure it's who I am. It was just me and my mom growing up, you see. We lived in a village, but for whatever reason, she liked to keep to herself. So, I guess it rubbed off on me. I learned pretty quick not to get attached.
Is that so? I would be interested to hear more.
Trust me, it's not as interesting as it sounds.
Who says it has to be? Interesting or not, I'll have you tell me one of these days.
If you say so. Just promise not to freak out when you realize how boring I am, okay?
Do I seem like the type of person to freak out about such a thing? Perhaps don't answer that.
Alright, support level C. Gaining support points will deepen bonds between allies and raise their support level. When a support conversation is available, viewing it will raise the support level for those units. A higher support level will lead to beneficial effects when assigning that unit as your adjutant in battle. While assigned as an adjutant, the adjutant attack gauge will fill quicker. The adjutant guard gauge will fill quicker. Partner specials will be more powerful. Unique support and tactical abilities will be shared. No support level, not shared. Support level C, shared up to ability level 1. B, up to ability level 2. And A, ability level 3. Well, that sure kept me busy. Maybe we should head out to the next battle soon. Yeah, probably. Oh, I've got a new conversation with Edelgard here. Hello. Our objective is Garrigmach, the headquarters of our enemy. I know you were a student there, if only for a short while. But even if you feel some reservations, I need you to face this with everything you have. Yeah. I was barely there long enough for it to register. Don't worry, I'll do what needs to be done. A reassuring attitude. Let's hope this battle goes a long way towards settling a great many things. Alright. Cool. Oh, we've got other supports, it would seem. Ah, Shez and Petra. Okay. Let's take a look at that before we head into battle.
Hey there, Petra. Off the train? I'll join you.
I will say, one thing that is very strange and different here is, having the protagonist actually talk in the support conversations. And I'll be honest, I like it. I'm here for it. I think it's better, in a sense. I didn't hate Violet's sort of almost absurdly stoic personality, but Shez is fun too.
That would give me much joy. An opponent with toughness will keep me upon my toes.
You mean me? Nah, you're way tougher than I am. Also, aren't you a queen now? I didn't realize dawn to dusk training was part of the Brigid Royal Regiment.
I have not become queen yet, but there is an understanding that it will happen. And yes, in Brigid, royalty must have knowledge of fighting. I mean, we must know how to fight. To be leading our people, a ruler must have more strength than any other. They must be the hardest to kill.
I suppose that's one way of putting
My
it.
people are expecting this of me.
So, it's the toughest person calling the shots, huh? I love it. What could possibly go wrong?
This is how it is meant to be working. But such things do not always go with smoothness. Mercenaries are always seeking strength too, correct?
That's true. A merc lives and dies by the sword. If you're not better than the next opponent you face, they'll be the last one you face.
Yes. Dying is without productivity. But it gives
Put it
me
lightly.
surprise that you do not avoid jobs of danger. A queen must be facing any wolf who comes to her door. But you can have pickiness when selecting fights.
True.
Depends on how much food you can put on the table that week. Most of us mercs barely scrape by hand to mouth. End of the day, it's just business. Some mercs will take the coin and blow town, and some employers are more than happy to hang us all out to dry. I guess you don't have a lot of sellswords in Bridget, huh?
Correct. We do not require the selling of swords. In Bridget, everyone is a hunter. Everyone is a fisher. Everyone is a warrior. There is no need to be hiring, or to be hired.
Interesting.
That sounds incredible. In a place like that, nobody'd have to risk their life just to get a bite to eat.
Okay, I mean, it's not. Let's not be too overboard, Chez. It's not utopia over there, I'm sure.
Your words give me great happiness. I will always be full of pride for Bridget.
Alrighty. On to the next battle, which is over this way.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Okay, we can go to Western Burgundy territory, which probably is the place we want to be. Yeah, let's go. Rescue the mage and their allies. Okay. The mage, the armored knight, or the mercenary is routed. Okay. Sometimes units who didn't participate in the last battle will start to feel energized. Energized units who are deployed to battle will gain bonus experience points. Energized units will receive bonus experience during the battle. On the battle results screen, all units sent out will receive bonus experience based on the number of energized units that were deployed. After a battle is won, units will no longer feel energized, whether they were deployed in a battle or not. Performing certain actions during battle will increase support points. Defeating an enemy general with an adjutant assigned. Triggering a partner special with an adjutant assigned. Healing an ally with magic. Each of those actions will only trigger an increase in support points once per battle between the same two units. Additionally, winning a battle will increase the support points between all units deployed to that battle. Nice. Okay. So I guess we'll see. Who is energized? Gilbert is energized. As is Dorothea. Okay. Hubert, welcome.
Majesty.
Dorothea, welcome to the battle.
Another stage to conquer.
And honestly, I think for the... I think we go probably Chez Edelgard just because we went high levels here. Or maybe we put in like Manuela? Okay, who actually has bonuses against these people we're fighting? Yuritsa has bonuses against these guys. Edelgard has bonuses against some of them.
Another step toward victory.
Okay, honestly, I don't think we do Chez here. I'd maybe go Ferdinand's? That seems with low level. I think Yuritsa again. Yeah. That makes some amount of sense at least. Okay. Let's go.
To war. Let us get on with it.
Okay. Firstly,
Right.
Huberts,
Let us go to work.
you need
You
to
appear
guard
need
here.
assistance.
Leave
Dorothy,
this one to me.
you're gonna guard
Looks like you
Huberts.
could use some help.
Edelgard,
Here I go.
you are going to go in over here to guard
I'll
this
provide some
person.
protection.
Starting the
Yuritsa,
mission.
you're gonna be guarding this
Providing
one.
sight.
Now, I will
Let's
actually
start
be
out for the best, but
Dorothy.
prepare for the worst.
We're in bad shape over here.
Oops. Seize the strongholds and rescue the mage and their allies. Gotcha. Is Dorothea flying? Okay, Hubert. Or, wait, what is the thing? Is it...
May I
that-
trouble you?
Okay, working together now. Very nice. Well, this is going well. Alright, rescued. Good job, guys. Get this Myrmidon.
All too easy.
Yuritsa has succeeded already. Good for him.
People fired up.
Let's get
A
started.
thief. Where's the thief? Okay. We'll have, Dorothea will go deal with the thief. Good work, Edelgard.
I must outwit even death.
We did it!
Where's the thief? There you are. Hello. Where do you think you're going?
Let us go.
Escort the mage and their allies to the first ballista station. Okay, wait. Who? So you're a Okay, so everyone's go. Okay, this is fine then. We'll just have... I could actually have Hubert split off from Dorothea.
I'm
Yeah,
touched.
Hubert's.
Right then. You
Please
appear to
help
need-
this guy.
The flag.
What do you think you're doing, thief? Thou fool. Okay. Why is everyone stopping advancing? We'll get to it, don't you worry.
Sorry, I gotta fall back.
Why is there music here? Is that a Dorothea thing? There we go. Goodbye, thief.
I'm getting better, but at what cost?
So this is defeat. Leave this one to me.
Can you go to the chest and, like, get
Let's
it?
get moving.
Okay, I will
I'm sorry.
become Edelgard? Sure, why not?
face
All
my
right, come on.
comrades after this.
Oh, what is that move? I don't know, but I like it. There we go. Now, question though, where's the person I'm supposed to be escorting? Hubert, where are you? How are you doing? Oh, hey, base guy. You should die. Okay. Hubert, how is your escort going? There you are. Hello, Cavalier. Good job. Let's get this base.
Retreat!
Alright, let's be Hubert's. Can we, like, help the mercenary? How we doing, guys? We're at the first ballista station? Great.
I hope no one is too badly hurt.
Is that all? We did it! Well done. Only an A rank. Alright, level 8 Yuritsa.
To kill is to grow stronger.
Good work, team.
Cheers means so much more when I'm on stage.
Nice.
I'm getting better, but
Level 4
at what
Dorothea.
cost?
I keep forgetting to actually use my combat arts. Okay, got some money. I'm glad for it. Alright, we recovered the training points. Nice. Do we have new functions? Empire Nobles. We already read this.
Might I borrow you?
I have another request for you, Shez. Yes, Hubert. What's going on? Do you recall gathering materials in the last battle? We would like you to put them to good use.
Don't let me down.
I believe they can serve to further expand our facilities in this camp. The facilities master can assist you if you wish to expand the facility. Okay. Let us look into it.